Hello everybody, welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews. Today we are doing plain old Dewar's. Dewar's Scotch whiskey. Now, give you a little history on Dewar's. Dewar's was founded by John Dewar in Scotland in 1846. It is a blended Scotch. They'll use up to 40 whiskeys to get this flavor. The thing about Dewar's is they like consistency. So they'll get all these scotches and everything so that every year when you get a bottle of Dewar's, it should be very, very, very close to the taste that you're used to. Not like a single cask, which every cask could be different. No, they blend this and blend it. The masters, it's quite an art to do a blended whiskey and make it consistent. It's very hard. This is 40 proof. This bottle runs between 18 and maybe $25 at the most, $18, so around $20. So it's inexpensive. It's accessible. Check out my playlist. I have a lot of playlists. One of them is Scotch whiskeys. I have some unique stuff. One of them is the Dewar's 12. This is a non-age statement. Could have a 100-year-old Scotch in it. Could have 5-minute Scotch in it. Everything's blended in it. After you get done blended, they put it back in wood cask for a little while. I don't know how long. A little backstory on this for me. It's the first Scotch it's the first whiskey that I ever got into. I had a friend in the Marine Corps. I was a young kid, and he was an older guy, and he used to drink Scotch all the time with like 7-Up or Canada Dry. Kind of would give me some and kind of got me to where I was enjoying it. And then I got into, from there, getting that taste in that soda to drinking it in shots and in like some drinks like the Rusty Nail, and to drinking it straight. And I just happened to get Dewar's and I enjoyed it. And the thing about Dewar's, to me, it was not only is it priced right, but it's not real smoky, it's not real peaty. It gives you that peaty and smoky taste without being like a smoke bomb or a peat monster. That's stuff you can get into later. Now, this isn't aged for years. This isn't mixed in different casks like a little while in bourbon casks and maybe some sherry casks. But there's some that are doing 5 different casks. So this isn't it. This is a simple one that gives you all the tastes of Scotch at a mild rate. It's a great introductory Scotch to me because of the price and because of the subtle flavors. So I'm going to confirm all this. Then over the years, of course, I got into the business, and I've had hundreds of Scotches every kind. But Dewar's was my first, and I enjoyed it. And so we're going to see. Let's go. It's also a good mixer because of the price. Great entry Scotch. Like I say, no extremes of tar flavor, peat flavor, smoke flavor, none of that. Nothing extreme. All right. It's a Hillbilly Select Review throwback. And where I was from, Northeast, Scotch was huge, and bourbon wasn't so much. The bourbon selection was terrible. And then I moved here to Kentucky, and of course now I get world-class bourbons, right? I have friends, and I get world-class bourbons. I've done them under my bourbon playlist. Check it out. But every once in a while, when I go out with my bourbon friends, gotta get a Scotch. And good Scotch is hard to find, really, down here. It's so much bourbon stuff that they don't have a lot of Scotch. Last time I went out and I wanted it, and they found a bottle in the back. It was Jack Daniel's. It was Johnny Walker Black, which sufficed. But that's the best they had. They had 100 bourbons. All right, here it is. Let's give it a sniff. So I get, you always get a sweetness coming in here, like a honey, and I get an apple type smell. So you can get the fruit out of this because it's not over smoked and over peated and all that. So I get apple. I can see where you might get peach. You might get apricot. Fruits like that. Everybody's nose is a little different. Pear, pineapple. I'm not getting all. I'm getting apple, but I could see where someone else might get those. That's the kind of smells coming out. So it's got a nice fruit smell, a nice sweet smell. Slightest wood and the slightest smokiness. So it's a pleasant smell. No burn whatsoever. Oh, it's so mild. Get a little more woodiness than on the nose. A hint of peat, which you gotta like that. If you Scotch, you at least want a hint. Slightest bit of smoke. That's fine. You get that honey taste, that sweetness. Maybe a little bit of pepper. Vanilla, some caramel. This is so light. And now aftertaste, we get some nice smoky peat type taste. That you could get the flavors out of it, because it's not, like I said, it's not overly done. But you just get that soul. This is a great introductory Scotch. It really is. You get used to drinking this, and then you can move up and try, Peat Monster and a Smoke Bomb, and all the ones in the different casks and the, single malts and everything else. And the cask strengths, and it goes on and on. There's hundreds and hundreds of varieties. But this is a great one to start out with. And I've always liked it. I like it now. In the category of the price that it's in, it's hard to beat this one. Remember, there's a lot of people they don't like it. They're snobs. But see, I can get away with it because I've done as much or more than they have. I've been in the business. Most of them haven't been in the business. I've tasted this stuff for free, anything I wanted, and made an effort to taste it, what I didn't get free. But anything I sold or they wanted to sell me, anytime I told them to open it up so I could try it, it was done. I've been to a million trade shows and on and on and on. So I like it. All right. From Hillbilly Select Reviews, everybody, let me know. You like Dewar's? You don't like Scotch? Try it. It's a good introductory Scotch, everybody. It's good everyday Scotch. It's cheap. All right. Thank you for being here.